As the title of this video suggests, today we're going to be ranking bald people, both fictional and non-fictional. Now, originally I was going to shave my head as a bit for this tier list, but then I thought, I'm not going to shave my head for like 10,000 views. Look at this, dog. Look at these perfect locks. It's my money maker, dog. I would shave it for like 100,000. You know what? If this video gets 100,000 views, I'll shave my hair. I don't give a shit. I'll walk around looking like Anthony Fantano. But for now, I'm wearing my Popeye shirt, and Popeye is a bald man, so that should suffice. Anyways, like and subscribe or whatever I always say. Let's get into the tier list, dog. No more hoo-ha. Let's begin. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Me and my girlfriend have a pact that each of us can pick one famous person to sleep with and it wouldn't count as cheating. She chose The Rock. I also chose The Rock. I mean, he's got to be S tier, but I still wouldn't vote for him as president because I don't know how much this guy knows about fiscal policy. Anthony Fantano. I'll give him a strong 6 or a light 7. I don't like that he looks like me if I was bald. I'll still give him a A. Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender, or as he's known in the M. Night Shyamalan live-action movie, Aang. Whose idea was that? I don't know, but he deserves to be put in Guantanamo Bay. I'll give Aang an S. He could be a little bit whiny at times, but he's an absolute legend, and he's a loyal and good friend. Bane from The Dark Knight. I was born in the darkness. Terrible Bane impersonation, but I tried. Bane from the Dark Knight franchise. Here's a spicy take. I actually think Bane was the superior villain compared to the Joker. Nobody agrees with me. Nobody will take my side, but you know what? Bane is better. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to stick to it. Bane is S to me. Captain Underpants. Would you believe me if I said Captain Underpants is the first book I read cover to cover? It's probably a reason for some of my developmental issues, so I'll give him a B. Diglett. I'm not an Earth type kind of guy, if I'm being honest, but Diglett's pretty cute, bro. I think I would keep him as a pet, but there are some drawbacks. Just imagine the logistics of having Diglett as a pet, bro. Where would the poop go? He would store the poop under your house, therefore it would be very difficult to clean it, and it would start to smell in your house, but you would have no idea where this disgusting smell is coming from, so you would search everywhere throughout your house. You'd think, oh, do I have mold? Do I have this? Do I have that? No, remember, you have a pet that burrows underneath the ground and shits in tunnels, therefore the smell permeates up into your house, so you have to like call a specialist to go and clean this, and that's very expensive, so bet you didn't think about that. Yeah, so I guess at the end of the day, I'll give Diglett a B. Dr. Evil. Dr. Evil was like the original Borat. You couldn't go more than 5 seconds without somebody in school quoting him. He's an absolute legend, bro. I know he's evil and he tried to take over the world, but he has a good heart deep down inside of him. So I'll give him an A. Elmer Fudd. I don't know what it is about him, but he just seems racist. Like, I don't have any reason to think this. I can't explain why I think this, but it just feels like he's racist to me. Plus, he's kind of a dope. So I'll give him an F. Gru from Despicable Me, another supervillain bent on world domination, but deep down he has a good heart, you know? He just had a rough childhood, but he's working through his issues just like all of us, bro. I like Gru, honestly. I'll give him an A. Hitman, aka Agent 47. Remember when they made that terrible Hitman movie? I remember. I wish I could forget, though. Man, for that movie alone, I gotta give him a C. I'm sorry. I like the games. I'm a huge fan of the games, but come on. Jason Statham. He literally plays the same role in every single movie he's ever been in, and I don't care. I still love him. A. Jeffrey Bezos. Keemstar, the absolute biggest scumbag on the internet. I also don't like that he kind of looks like me. I'll give him an F for sure. Please don't dox me if you see this, Keem. Kratos. Probably the second greatest video game character in history, right next to Wario. I shit you not, Kratos looks just like my brother, dog. The resemblance is striking. But yeah, man, Kratos gets an S. Boy. Krillin. Highly, highly, highly underrated character. People who are fans of DBZ usually shit on Krillin, but I think he's one of my favorite characters, bro. Think about it. He's loyal. He always sacrifices himself for the good of others, and he's the most powerful human on the planet. He's the strongest human, bro. People tend to forget this because we got all these Saiyans and the Mechans flying around and shit. But no, Krillin is the strongest human on the planet. So I'm gonna give him an S. Plus he got Android 18. This guy's like a beacon of hope for bald short guys everywhere. Larry David, absolute legend, absolute comedic genius. created one of the most influential sitcoms of all time. S. Lex Luthor. He's basically DC's version of Jeff Bezos. He's a great character who has been plagued with terrible casting decisions in live-action movies. Also, I don't care what anybody says. To me, Lex Luthor's black, bro. I like the Lex Luthor from the Justice League cartoon show, and he's black, baby. Fuck, Jesse Eisenberg, dog. B. Mace Windu, man. He's right up there with Ahsoka Tano and Mando as the best Star Wars character. I think he's probably my favorite Star Wars character, so Mace Windu gets an S 100%, bro. Plus, he's got the cool purple lightsaber that no one has. And you know why he has a purple lightsaber? It's not because of lore reasons. It's because he fucking wanted one, bro. Because purple's his favorite color, so he told George Lucas, hey, motherfucker, if you want me in your movie, you're gonna give me a purple lightsaber. And George Lucas was like, okay. Come on, bro. There's no option other than S. Master Roshi, bro. I would love to see a Dragon Ball Z spinoff about Master Roshi's younger days, because this man has lived 1,000 lives. He's kind of a pervert, and he definitely would not survive the Me Too era. For that reason, he drops down 2 ranks to B, but because of his fighting prowess and his legendary status alone, he should get an S. But, you know, we're not gonna look past all that other weird shit.
Spunky, vivacious young co-ed. Budding flower eager to be tended by wise old hags. Upsy daisy. Come along with me, girlie.
No, please, hold on.
What the fuck? Megamind, again, another genius bent on world domination that secretly has a hoard of gold, bro. I love a redemption arc, dude. I'm a sucker for a good redemption arc. So I'll put Megamind up there in A with the rest of the people that are in that same category. Morpheus from The Matrix, played by the legendary Lawrence Fishburne. Yo, you guys remember that one time when that guy was doing an interview with Samuel Jackson and he confused him for Lawrence Fishburne?
Right. I'm not Lawrence Fishburne. That's my fault. I know that. That was my fault. My mistake. You know what?
We don't all look alike.
Father, you're
We may
exactly
be
right.
all black and famous.
You
but
are
we all don't look
guilty.
alike.
I am guilty.
Next question.
I am
Classic, man. Classic. Anyways, Morpheus is an absolute stud. I gotta give this man an S, bro. Legendary status. He trained the One himself. Mr. Clean, again, I think he's gay. I think he's gay because he has a ring in the left ear, right? They used to do that back in his times. Plus, like, he looks too good, like, for an old man. Like, whenever you see a really good-looking old man, he's never straight, bro, because, like, straight guys, we get, like, old and fat and gross and greasy when we get old. But gay dudes, like, end up looking better when they're old. That has nothing to do with anything, but Mr. Clean, I mean, I use his products all the time, bro. Gotta be an A. Professor X. Absolutely love this character. I love Patrick Stewart. I would donate one of my kidneys to him if he needed it. I'm not even joking, bro. Patrick, if you ever need a kidney, hit me up, bro. Save this video. I got you. Anyways, the only reason I'm not going to give him S tier is because Magneto is my favorite comic book character of all time. And, you know, I can't be putting his sworn nemesis on the same level as him. A. Saitama. There's only 2 animes I've ever really been invested into in my life. Dragon Ball Z and One Punch Man. And obviously Saitama's a legend, bro. He's the One Punch Man. He could beat anybody with one punch, except probably Mr. Clean. So I'll give him an S. Stewie from Family Guy. The longer Family Guy goes on, the characters all get progressively worse, and Stewie's no exception. But I'll give him a B just because I know how good he used to be. Vern Troyer. Rest in peace. This man's legacy lives on, bro. He put smiles on billions of people's faces. And he will never be forgotten, bro. I'm gonna keep his memory alive through these shitty tier lists, bro. Vern Troyer's an S. Voldemort? You putz. You know what I just realized? The world of Harry Potter could easily get wrecked by a modern army. Like, you can't Avada Kedavra a fucking tank, bro. Get down there! Vin Diesel, you gotta stop, bro. You gotta stop with these fucking Fast and Furious movies, man. It's getting ridiculous, dog. Like, what are they gonna do in Fast and the Furious 17, man? They're gonna fucking drive on the moon into a space shuttle? Like, come on. Come on, just give up. I'm sick of this shit, bro. I'm sick of it. C. Walter White, a.k.a. the main character in the most overrated show ever created. B. Joe Rogan. Now, here's some things I learned from watching Joe Rogan. Number one, taking vitamin D and zinc will make it so that you never get sick and you'll live forever. And number two, smoking DMT cures every mental illness known to man, plus it makes you see the future. That's how so many people are getting rich off of Dogecoin. And number three, actually, that's about it. I'll give him a B. Borderline A, I guess, but he's a B. Thank you for watching, guys. Let me know what you think of my decisions in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Later.